After a man convicted 4 times of DWI received a sentence yesterday of probation in Albany County Court. Jennifer Lewke is on this story for us tonight, and she's joining us now live in studio with more. Tonight's top story. Jen?
Well, Dory, Jack Frazier has been charged with DWI on 5 separate occasions. He's been convicted of it 4 times. He was actually on parole for driving drunk when he was arrested in this case. But when he was sentenced yesterday, the judge gave him probation, a sentence that David Soares says is less than a slap on the wrist.
Jack Frazier had a BAC of .17 2 hours after he was spotted driving his ATV around a Rite Aid parking lot in Colony. When police tried to approach him, he sped off, triggering a chase that ended when he got stuck in this marsh less than a half a mile away. He pleaded guilty to felony DWI, reckless driving, and failing to obey police. Yesterday, despite the fact he's a repeat offender, he was sentenced to 5 years probation.
And I want to make that very clear. There was an offer conveyed by the people in this instance that would have required a state prison sentence. The defendant pled directly to the indictment, and when the defendant pled directly to the indictment, it's the equivalent of throwing themselves at the mercy of the court, and then the court makes a decision.
The district attorney is not allowed to publicly criticize a judge, but he says over the past few years, he's run into a number of DWI cases where his office has been taken out of the equation completely. He feels like the sentences issued in some of those cases have been lenient, both in county court and in some of the town and village courts.
Do you think they think it's better to take our chances than plead?
That is what's happening in our county. Once a defense attorney receives that offer, they will then engage in a particular calculation, taking into consideration, the history or other decisions that have been made, and then they will move forward based on those calculations.
Once a judge has issued a sentence, there's nothing more that can be done. So the DA is looking for some advocacy before sentencing. It's
time that I believe that people got a little more vocal. We want mad to be a little madder, so to speak. And we could use that advocacy in the courts, and I think it makes a difference.
I did reach out to County Court Judge Peter Lynch, who handed down this sentence yesterday. His office directed me to a spokesman for the Office of Court Administration. We have yet to hear back from them. Live in studio tonight, Jennifer Lewke, CBS 6 News.
Thank you, Jen. And happening right now, crews